Morning. As promised, we're going to do a little bit more yoga, quiet, relaxing stuff for some phys ed opportunities this week. So one of the things I've been wanting to teach you guys, some of you already know it if you've been in my exploratories or any of my PE classes, we're going to do Sun Salutation A. Sun Salutation A is a really cool exercise, and it's done a lot not just in yoga, but as a way of waking up your core muscles or cooling down your core muscles. It's a great core strengthener. It's a great stretch for some of your hip and shoulder muscles too. What's cool about Sun Salutation A is this is what's going to be happening. Your spine is your backbone, is going to work through flexion, extension, and hyperextension. So let me just explain what that is. Spinal flexion means rounding. So if I'm standing up here and I round my back, that's flexing. If I go from flexion back to a standing up position, that's extending. If I back bend, that's hyperextension. So in the Sun Salutation, we're going to do all three of those. When we do flexion, extension, and hyperextension of the spine, all of our torso muscles work at some point and get stretched at some point. So it's very invigorating. It's a great warm-up. It's also a great cool down, great way of exploring your flexibility and range of motion. And a few of the other things that we do in the Sun Salutation are going to allow us to get a little bit more circulation and nice stretch through their shoulders and the hips and the backs of the legs. All right, so let's do it. I'm going to demo it first, and then I'm going to break it down piece by piece. Give it a try whenever you want, and if you like it, keep going. All right, so I'm just going to kick off my shoes here. All right, so I'll show you actually from the side. So the Sun Salutation would start in a neutral position, and we would go. All right, so if that looks like it's going to be a lot to memorize, don't worry. Each piece happens on an inhale or an exhale. We're going to try and breathe through our nose, but it doesn't really matter. If you'd like to breathe through your mouth, you can. So I'm going to break all that down bit by bit. Starting in the neutral position with your back straight, feet are right underneath your hips. You're going to inhale, bring your arms up and back bend. And then you're going to exhale, fold down, keeping a little bit of a bend in the knees to your standing forward fold. And you're going to inhale, lift your back until it's flat. Exhale, roll down, plant the hands, step back into the high plank, and hover down into like a push-up. All of that is an exhale. Then you're going to inhale, back bend. Exhale, send your hips back into what we call downward facing dog, which is like a triangle. You're going to inhale and exhale 3 times. And on an inhale, you're going to step, jump, or walk forward and lift your back at the same time till it's flat. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up. And exhale back to neutral. So we're always going inhale, exhale, all the while your spine either flexes, extends, or hyperextends. Always with a breath. There's only a few pieces there where you're doing more than one thing with a breath. So I'm going to do that again for you with a few more cues from the side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 3 inhales and exhales here in downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the back. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And that's one Sun Salutation. So normally, if you're going to do, this is the basis of Vinyasa yoga or power yoga, which can be not only a good workout, but a great warm-up, cool-down, or strengthening and stretching routine for any athlete. These sun salutations are done as the warm-up for a power yoga session, and they're also kind of sandwiched in between a whole bunch of other things, so it's a good one to master. A couple of other points I wanted to point out. Downward facing dog is really important. Typical mistakes with downward facing dog is this. What I want to see is tailbone high and your armpits pressing down so that you're a perfect triangle. Don't worry if your knees are bent or not, just make sure that tailbone is high and your back is straight. So we don't want this. And you achieve that by sending your tailbone up and then pressing your armpits down and keeping your head neutral. When you do that, you're going to get quite a good stretch in the rotator cuff of your shoulders. Also, by sending your tailbone up, you're going to get a nice stretch through the lower back. All right, one more time. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 3 times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. All right, that was sun salutation A. So if you guys were able to follow that, try doing around 5 to 10 of them. A typical warm-up for Vinyasa yoga is 5 of them. And then you'd probably do another 15 or 20 of them sandwiched in between some other yoga poses. A little later on, I'm going to do another video with a little helper of mine showing you some other traditional yoga poses that you might really like. All right, give it a try. Sun salutation A.